So before we get into this video, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to hit that bell and turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we drop. And you know you want to be notified every time we drop, right? So today's video, we're going to react to this Cliff and Roll virtual catch-up with Arlette. It's not quite the pop the balloon, but I guess it's after the fact to where they be catching up with them. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, after the fact where they catch up with them. And see, I guess see how their relationship and stuff is. But anyway, let's get right into it, man. Interesting intro.
So, with Cliff and Roe, welcome, y'all. How are we feeling?
How you doing? How you doing, Arlette?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So we had you both on episode 28 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Well then, is it going to be a yes for you for her? Yes. And is it a yes for you for him? Yes. We got it! Make me nicer than on that episode, you know, that was kind of like the guys got brought back. It was your second chance at finding someone. Cliff, how was it for you the second time around?
Second time around, it was a little crazy.
Okay.
I was still was getting popped, but I managed to get a match. You know,
right.
The third time the charm. You know, like everyone's been saying. So it was pretty. It was it felt good to actually get a match, but you know. So yeah, from the previous, 23. So it was pretty good. I felt good about it.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I know a lot of people were like, man, Cliff went up there twice and he got popped last minute. And then finally, third time, Ro came in and was like, yes. So everybody was super happy for you.
Yeah.
Ro, how was it for you? How has it been since you've been on the show? All of that.
I mean, it's been okay. I mean, I'm honestly just focused on myself. Not sounding selfish, but yeah, I'm just trying to get like my career on path, like where I want to be.
Good, yeah.
Whoa. What do you mean you just focusing on yourself? You're trying to get your career on path to where you want to be. What is you talking about, shorty? So you came on the show to look for love, to find somebody, but yet you want to get your career on path, yet you're trying to focus on you. What is the point of coming onto the show to try to find somebody to be with if you're trying to focus on you? Don't that defeat the purpose? Yeah. Am I missing something here? I don't quite think I'm really missing anything here. Like, what is shorty out here?
And then good point. Like, let us know a little bit about yourself. I know on the show you mentioned you were going back to school and things like that. Tell us a little more.
Before she even tell us anything, this is a sad case, y'all, and we see this all the time, everywhere, whatever. And this is a sad. It looked like it's probably a living room, it's probably a little apartment or something. This is a sad case of a woman that takes pride in her appearance, but don't take pride in her finances or her stability in life. Like, shorty, you got your hair done, you got all this stuff done, your nail. Okay, I get it's a show, whatever. You got all this stuff done, but yet you ain't even got your shit together. And this is what's wrong. For real, y'all. Listen to me. This is what's wrong with us as people. We have new shoes on, new outfit. We be out at the latest party, may have a little fake cheap ring on or a fake necklace on. But in all actuality, we got all this stuff on, but in all actuality, we ain't got nothing. See, that's what a white person once told me. They once told me let me give y'all some game before we even get deeper to this video. A white person once told me when they see us out with like new clothes, flashy jewelry, all that stuff, that doesn't, to us it symbolizes, oh yeah, we got money, right? We think, you know what I'm saying? To us, we go out, we think, okay, so we wearing this, a girl gonna think we got money. But the white person told me, to them, it symbolizes that you broke. That's what it is. And now I know there's a lot of dudes who's flashy and they got it. But the 85% of y'all who's flashy, y'all ain't got it. So I took that like, okay. So yeah, so that may explain why you can go out, you can be fresh to death, rings and all that, and you get no action. The motherfucker person might already know you broke. But anyway, let's get back into this, man. Hopefully it don't lag on the
All right.
So I'm back in school. I graduated this year with my associates, but I just got accepted literally like after filming. 2 weeks later, I got accepted into the nursing program. So I'm so excited. This week, I know, thank you. This week was just like orientation. It was just a lot of information, like a lot. Like my mind is really fried, so I'm really not even here. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Well, then let's go ahead and jump right in then so we can get over to the juicy topic at hand, which is, since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
I feel like the day after was like a date, I guess.
Okay. So after filming, you guys went out?
Yeah, for brunch.
Oh, okay. So how was that planned? How would everything go? Let me know.
I mean, if he wants to talk, he can.
Okay, go ahead, Cliff.
So I mean, basically, she had a flight to catch that next morning, and I decided, she was close near to the airport, so it was a little breakfast brunch like Snooze Eatery. So I decided we can. I
like Snooze.
Yeah, so I decided let's just go there for brunch and catch up and try to get to know each other and talk a little bit. So I decided to take her to Snooze, so we went to Snooze for brunch that morning.
Okay. How'd that go? How was it for you, Cliff?
It went well. I feel like it went well. We had good conversation. We had mimosas, drinks. We got to feel her energy a little bit more. So I feel like the vibe was pretty smooth for me. That was the first time us one-on-one. So it was pretty cool for me though, for the most part.
Okay. How was it for you, Ro?
It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I mean, it was a few things that I was noticing during the brunch, but overall it was okay.
Okay. Like what? What were you noticing?
I mean, I already addressed it to Cliff. Like, I feel like it was just like some topics that were being brought up a lot, and it was kind of like why were we discussing it, if that makes sense.
Okay, Cliff, did you want to touch on that?
Basically, the topic that she saying that I brought up was she asked me a question about from the show who was what the females that popped me, and I explained to her one of the contestants that one of the females that popped me, but I guess she said I brought that up multiple times when we were out or when we was there, but I don't feel
like you brought up the other contestant, or you brought up being popped.
Well, I told her about who the female was that popped me, and I guess she felt like I brought it up so many times, but I mean, she asked me the question, I explained it to her. So,
all right. So look, okay, yeah, both you, Ro, Cliff, whoever, Cliff and Ro, y'all need to grow the fuck up, bro. Y'all are really there was a situation where he brought up females on the show. What the fuck else are y'all going to talk about? Y'all don't know each other. Clearly, he ain't gonna throw his hand all the way in if he had a hand to begin with. Shorty, you ain't gonna throw your hand in also, even if you had a hand to begin with. So why are you crying about him bringing up anything? Oh, well, it's conversation. So you basically got mad or had an issue with this man bringing up contestants from the show. You're not the only good-looking one. This girl popped me. That girl popped me. This, that, whatever. That's the only mutual ground to where y'all both was present besides being at that brunch to where y'all could discuss. I mean, what is the big deal here? Y'all need to grow up, dog. Like, it's like some kid shit.
But she said I brought it up multiple times. I don't really recall bringing it up that many times, but I guess in her mind she said I brought it up multiple times. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember asking you about it because I know that you had discussed it like prior that night, like when we were in the car. And she wasn't the only one that popped on you. You have to remember that. But I feel like she was being brought up more just because y'all had common interest. So I feel like maybe your mindset was somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you feel like, oh, sorry, Cliff, go ahead.
I mean, we was eating that night when we went out. She asked me the question, like, who was because she was curious, like, who was the ones that popped, and I explained who the ones was, but it was one that I did explain that I did have a little more similar interest with. which I can't deny and lie about that. But yeah, I mean, that was the truth, but fact. But I don't feel like I brought it up constantly, but I did explain to her who it was. So, I mean, and I just left it at that. But I mean, she felt like I said it more than multiple times. So I guess it is, it is what it is.
Okay, I'll grow up.
So, Ro, you feel like that other contestant was more his type? Is that what, is that the vibe that you were getting?
I can't say type. Like he said, like more, they had just more in common.
Okay.
And like, even like Cliff, when we were like at brunch, I even said like, why do you keep talking about it? And then you're like, oh no, I don't know what you said after that. But I know me saying that, okay, why are we still talking about it? Like, it just was like, kept going.
That's the part where I'm confused at, because at brunch, I don't really feel like I brought her name up. I brought her name up that night, and that was pretty much it. Like brunch, I feel like we was talking about everything else besides that. So I don't really see myself saying that constantly. But I mean, if she feel like that, I said it multiple times.
All right. So what you're witnessing, right? You're witnessing insecurity 101. He's talking to her about this girl that basically they both had everything in common. That's what he said. Me and this girl had everything in common. She liked to do this, I like to do that, this, that. Right. This is where you separate the immaturity and insecure women from the ones who ain't. If you can't sit down with somebody that you just met and have any type of conversation that's legitimately appropriate. Now, inappropriate would be talking about stuff that is against the law, inappropriate stuff. I'm talking about legitimate. That's a legitimate. Me and such and such had conversation. Me and Blase Blah, we had a lot of similar interests. That's like if he was to be like, yo, shorty, and I ain't defending him because, like I said, they both immature. If he was like, so what dudes before me did? Why'd you pop on the dudes before me? What's wrong with them? You're just asking a person. Like, but shorty, you're so insecure, right? You're showing your insecurity right now. If that was y'all's biggest problem, that he was talking about somebody else that y'all had similarities with, shorty, you ain't ready for nothing. Like you ready to get the dude to put the dude in a box. You can only talk about this. You only talk about that. You can't talk about this and all. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all getting to know each other. At least you will allow him to be him and talk how he wants to talk. At least that would give you a general idea of this person right here. Like, you already trying to, she already trying to make a dude speak and talk how she want him to talk and about subjects that she like. No, like, cut it out, shorty. You not all that. You not, and you in a little apartment. You got your front door.
We're just gonna leave it at that. She felt like I said it multiple times. So
you guys went out the night before the brunch as well, or?
Yeah, we went out. Yeah, we went out that night too.
Oh, okay. Where'd you guys go that night?
I think it was Yard House.
Okay, and it was just
but
you
everybody
two, or
was there before we got there because he took me to go change.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to be in something a little bit more comfortable. So he took me to my Airbnb to go change, and then that's when we met everybody at Yard House.
Okay, so this one was more, Yard House is more like a group setting. Everyone else in the show.
Right.
Okay,
it wasn't all the matches, but it was just like a few of us.
Got it. Okay, and then brunch the next day was just the two of you guys.
Right.
Okay. So then after brunch, what happened? Obviously, I know you had to go catch a flight.
Yeah, he took me to just to catch my flight. Yeah.
Okay, and how has the communication and everything been since then?
There has not been a communication.
Oh, okay. So after brunch, you guys determined.
I mean, after, yes, like when I got here, like back to Texas, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But like we like talked about some stuff, and I think like we wasn't on the same page, and maybe like he felt like a certain way, and then I honestly don't want to bring up this issue because I don't know if I can discuss it, but like, what was going on in this chat, and it just was like a lot that was going on. So
okay, what was going on?
I guess like I remember asking Cliff, like, what's your like normal or usual type that you go for? I mean, he told me, and then he asked me, and I told him, there's a particular like nationality that I do talk to, just because it's like what I'm used to, but I think he kind of took it as like I didn't want to get to know him. Like I honestly like wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and I really was interested. Like I really told him that I'm open and that I don't want to ever miss out on a blessing ever. So I don't want to say like this person is my person because he's this color or this nationality or this ethnicity. And if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I did say that, but I don't know if something else like made him not like want to communicate, because then even like we had a discussion like one night when we talked on the phone, and then you're like, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear anything else from you.
Okay. And now, so Cliff, she's kind of saying you guys had a discussion. You said you were going to call her the next day or whatever it was, and she didn't hear back from you. What would you say led to that?
Well, one thing, it was a lot of stuff going on in my head that was brought up to my attention too. I kind of didn't want to share it at that moment, but another thing that was brought up to me was Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this that was brought up to my attention as well from a few people that she was on the show with as well. So and then just with her when she explained the whole like she haven't really experienced African American man, and she
wait, I didn't say that.
She said
I didn't say that.
You said
because my mom is from Louisiana. I grew up with my mom. Like,
but you said you have. Like, she basically said.
All right, so here's the thing. It's how you know who's lying, who ain't lying. He said a story, and she immediately jumped on the defense. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. My mom is from like nobody cared. We know you lying, shorty, and you had a 53-year-old dude taking care of you. You had a sugar daddy. Actually, what it is like. Homeboy went on the show, third try. He found a match with somebody who was somebody's sugar baby, bro. That's all it was, dog. I'll be salty too. But once again, you got peep game. This is where the skills come in of peeping game and not being no lame. Most of these niggas is lame. I've been trying to tell y'all that. Most of these dudes be lame out here. They gonna go for the girl who's pretty, who can talk nice, but the whole entire time they can't see through that. Homeboy couldn't see through that. It was his fault for being a sucker and falling for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm gonna fall for that. Come on, man. Who gonna fall for a pretty girl with her hair done that look like nobody's falling for her? Like, come on, dog.
Said she haven't dealt with African American.
I didn't say I've never dealt.
You said it's
I've never said I've never dealt. Please don't put words in my mouth.
Bro, you said
because I consider myself Black American, even though my dad was Nigerian. I consider myself Black American. I've dated so many Black American men, but I'm saying the older I got, I just started like dating like Nigerian men, and I just feel like a comfort. Like,
you started dating Nigerian men. You started dating men who's just gonna spend money. Here's the thing about a lot of foreigners. Even see us as men, we get it with the foreign women. We're like, man, they so much different than American women. You know, they do what you say. You ain't got to worry about too much combativeness with them. They not going to cheat. One thing I can tell you now, I'm not saying everybody in the world who's foreign is not going to cheat, because there are cases. But for the vast majority, them women will be loyal by your side until they ain't got to be loyal no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. That's one thing I didn't understood. Now, the reason why Shorty is targeting those Nigerian men is because those Nigerian men are spending money on her. It's obvious. The reason why she's not targeting American men is because American men want a woman that has some type of value, some type of qualities or something. Them foreigners, they don't care. As long as you're a pretty girl and as long as they can take you around wherever they want to take you to and show you off, that's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta do much. Like I said, I mean, she's using what look she got to get what she want. She was tricking. It is what it is. She's being called out on it. They're not explicitly saying that because they're trying to keep a certain type of audience. They're not going to be too ghetto, too ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Because Arlette, she gonna shut it down. Like, whoa, once at a time. She gonna shut it down once our platform starts to be ratchet ridden. You know what I'm saying? But this is the ratchet shit. He's salty, which I feel you that. He basically matched with a trick. It is what it is. Now she's trying to justify her going for a certain particular dude just because a certain particular dude doesn't require what these type of men require over here. You know what I'm saying? She probably ain't got to do nothing.
With the
so I'm just telling you, I haven't dated any Black American men in a while. That's all I was saying.
That's what I'm explaining that. I'm explaining. So
no, but you said that I have never.
I said you haven't dealt with. You told me that you haven't dealt with African American men in a while. So
you didn't say in a while.
You didn't even let me finish. Can I finish?
Okay, let's let him finish. Go ahead, Cliff.
Okay.
So basically, she said she haven't dealt with African American men in a while because of her past experience. Don't get me wrong. She's like she have dealt with Nigerian men as well. But she had some past experience with them as well. So I was like, okay, cool. But it was just giving me that, if she haven't dealt with an African American man, it just felt like, I think she was more towards, like, Nigerian might be more towards her preference. And then just to piggyback off that,
but you can't make that decision for me. If I said I was open to get to know you,
you were open and optimistic. But then again, a few of the girls on the show, from her episode, brought it up to my attention that she was talking to a whole Nigerian man that's 53 years old. So I was just shocked about it because I'm like, and then she was, the girls was shocked about it because they're like, why is she even on the show? And then,
wait. And so you said that.
Why are you cutting? See, here's the thing, Shorty. You caught red-handed. He exposed your ass. He exposed you. And she can't take it. Wait. Why are you? She's trying to change the narrative. You can't change the narrative. This video fell into the right lap. Oh yeah, yes, the lighting kind of messed up. Like I said, I broke the light the other day. We get the light. We ain't worried about the light. But anyways, he's exposing Shorty. She can't take it. Wait. What? I guarantee she's gonna try to shift this narrative some crazy way. I guarantee you.
The girls in the group said that I was talking to this guy now.
You explained it to them.
No, I was not talking. I'm not talking to this guy now. Like, this was like earlier part of this year. So whatever got missed.
So Ro, just to confirm, when you came on the show, are you single?
Yes, like I wouldn't. For them to say like this guy was taking care of me, yes, this guy was taking care of me, but this was like way like earlier part of this year. So that had nothing to do with me. Like, I literally came on the show with great intentions on finding somebody. So
here's the funny part about all this. How would anybody know? See, this is where people sound stupid. How would anybody know about a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of you if you didn't go on the show and run your mouth? Because just how you ran your mouth within the group, there's probably other shorties in the group that ran their mouth. We'd do the same thing. We'd be backstage for it'd be 10, all 10 of us, 15 of us. Shit, I'm trying to see our bag of short. We in there talking shit. I ain't on it for no love. I'm trying to see what I can get in here and smash. You know what I'm saying? So you lying, Shorty. You went in there running your mouth. And that's why I tell you people, quit telling all your business, bro. You tell your business too much. You talk about stuff you shouldn't talk about, the people you shouldn't talk about it to, man. She went in there running her mouth, thinking she was cute, thinking everything was gonna be cute. Now look at you, nigga, expose your ass.
So I don't like that
you go digging
what somebody else said instead of like getting it from me, because you never even asked that from me. I don't feel like that's right.
Don't lie.
I just feel like because you explained it on the show to the girls and everything, and they brought it up to me.
But you keep saying to the girls, but you never addressed me.
So you guys never had a conversation about
exactly.
this.
We never had a discussion about it. So you are going by.
I felt like I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that because
that means that you wasn't really interested.
No, it
wasn't interested in getting to know me then.
It wasn't that. It just showed me that she was bragging about it, like, to the girls on the
show. I wasn't bragging. Like how can you go by?
Like that was.
I don't get it. How can you go by he say, she say? I would never do that to you, because even in the group chat, I heard some stuff you were saying, but I never said, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to Cliff because I'm hearing this." Like, I'm 33 years old. I wouldn't go back and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to him because I heard this." I'm gonna.
So, Ro, all the girls are in a group chat together from the episode. Is that where this information is coming from?
Right. So the girls have a group chat that we made a group chat because we wanted to go out after the show and like hang out. I mean, yeah. So that's what the group chat was morely about. And so it just turned to something else. And I'm not trying to put the other girls out there because I love you know, I got to know everybody. But I don't know what girls he's pertaining to, because I honestly was not in the back bragging about some 50-year-old man taking care of me, because that's not what it is. And I wish you would have addressed me like personally, and I would have told you, no, that was like way back then. I mean, that's how communication starts. And I told you on the show, communication is a real big issue for me. That's my love language. If you can't communicate with me and you're going by like what the streets are saying, like you would never have a real relationship.
Y'all see how, y'all see it. If you don't, I'm about to make you see it. You see how she made this whole situation about his wrong. She never once said, you know what? I did brag about that. You know what? I did tell the girls. And she never once admitted that. She never once said, you know what? I did tell the girls that a 53-year-old Nigerian man was taking care of me in a group chat. I did tell the girls that I was getting this dude for us. I did. We're not expecting her to admit that. Come on now. But you see how her wrong, she makes in her head, she thought of a quick response to try to make it right, to make him wrong. You're wrong because you didn't come to me about the shit. Like, how's he wrong? Like, that's why I said, and I may even go back and watch my response to whenever he matched. I guarantee I probably said, bro, he's tripping. I guarantee I probably said that. But
that's just,
it wasn't
that's
about
just
the
pure
street,
honesty.
and it was multiple people that was
I'm just saying, like street, like outside people.
But it's multiple people bringing up the same situation.
But you're still saying multiple people instead of addressing it from the person that it happened to. So now Cliff, it feels like, I'm sorry, like, now it feels like you're trying to make me look bad on this show. Like, oh, she had this man taking care of her while she came on the show. I haven't seen that man in months, like literally months.
So Cliff, did you ever like once think like, okay, you know what, I'm hearing this, let me go ahead and speak with her and get more clarification?
No, I didn't want to bring it to her attention, because I just feel like we'll be in a debate like how it is right now, just constantly, like, no, it was just go back and forth.
It's not a debate. I'm defending myself.
Going back and forth, and like
I'm defending myself.
It was just like she bringing it up like it was past years or something, when it was probably could have been recently. So I just didn't.
It wasn't recent though.
So I don't really know what it was. So I didn't really want to necessarily talk about it like at that point, because I feel like she would have just probably said like, oh, it was in the past or some years ago.
Because that's true. Like, I'm gonna defend myself. If it's true, I would tell you. If it's not true, I would tell you it's not true. Like, I'm gonna defend myself.
That's fine.
So how was it brought up to you, Cliff? Like you reached out to the other girls, or they reached out to you? Like how?
Yeah, actually, it was one that she was actually cool with, but yeah, she reached out to me and told me, and she was like she can't believe that she told her that, because she literally explained it to her. And then this was actually one of the girls that actually popped on me, that told me it personally. So, and she told me that she was bragging about it, and she thought about it like, why is you even on the show if you announce it?
And I honestly feel like I already know who you're talking about, and that's probably the main person that was causing all the mess. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, but like I said,
I wish. But honestly, at the end of the day, you're my match. I'm your match. You talking to her about me is not okay.
First off, Shorty, no. See what I'm saying? See how she's trying to flip this? You're not flipping it, Shorty. You're exposed. He got you. Cut it out. Accept it. You've been exposed for the internet on this damn platform, which everybody gonna see, for being a gold digger. No. He didn't talk to her about. See what I'm saying? He didn't talk to her about you, Shorty. She talked to him about you. Okay, get it right. She came to him with the information. He didn't go to her seeking information.
That's not true. Like, she might have misheard something, or
that's not. She ain't misheard anything. You was bragging, like shorties like you like to do, like to brag. Oh, I got this, or I got this from this dude, or I got that from that dude. You was bragging and thought it was all good, and thought that you had some homegirls, and then you matched with somebody at the day party. Was like, he's cool. I'm gonna go tell him this.
Or misread something, because I keep all my receipts. Like, I have messages too. So I wish you would have addressed me first and been like, Ro, she said this. Is this true? And I would have told you. I have nothing to hide. Promise you.
Okay.
So Cliff, you got this information, and then right after you got that, that was it. You never spoke to Ro again.
Yeah, I really did. I just fell back like off Ro. I couldn't deal with like all that. Just hearing the information.
You see her like this. You see her with the shoulder shrug. Look at her face. She's salty. Got exposed, boy. Look at the shoulder. When he said, "I just fell back off a Ro," look how she shrugged her shoulders. Look.
And then right after you got that, that was it. You never spoke to Ro again.
Yeah, I really did. I just fell back like off Ro. I couldn't deal with like all that. Just hearing the information, and then just with the whole, she kept bringing up like, oh, how I was constantly saying person name and stuff. It was just giving me a lot of like, I was gonna pull my dreads out, to be honest with you. Like I just didn't want to keep conversation where like it was just
this guy is making me trying to make me
I just left it alone because I just wanted to like kind of move on, because it was just, I feel like it would be a lot of going back and forth with me and her. So I'm not that kind of person to keep going back and forth and always having to talk, and I'm just like a more peace and smooth. But with Ro, it's just like, yeah, it's just constantly have to like go back and forth. So I didn't want to kind of deal with that. So I wanted to keep my peace. So I kind of just left it as it is and just let it die down, really, to be honest with you.
Okay. So were you interested in her to begin with? Like,
I mean, I was, but with all the information and stuff, that I got, it just kind of like
the information that you got.
It just made me kind of like think twice, and then just from the text message and stuff, because I don't know, I just started thinking a little bit. And then plus when we rode in the car together, she didn't really want to match with me anyway when she explained everything to me. So that was another thing, because I really wasn't truly her match, and she explained that to me in the car. So that was another.
I never told you that, Cliff.
You did tell me that. You did tell me.
I did not. Why are you trying to make me look bad?
I'm really not. So
you are, like, but it's fine. See, you know what?
Arlette, I came on here. This is why I came on here with. This is why I didn't want to.
Sorry, guys, hold on. One person at a time. I can't hear.
I let him talk.
See, once again, I ain't defending him. It's just that there's no story on him. There's a story on her. See what I'm saying? So I hope, don't be like, well, you taking the guy's side. But no. Y'all know I tear these guys. I be roasting these guys just how I roast these females. There's a story on her. There's no story on him. See what I'm saying? So most of the stuff he says, which is 90%, is going to be the truth. There's 10% could be a lie, possibly. But like he stated, I don't want to go back and forth. She's an argumentative headache. Like nobody wants to deal with that. The only people that can deal with that is the people who control her with money. She wants to be a slave to a brother with some money. That's what she want to be.
I came on here with great intentions to, not to like make him look bad, just go with the flow, like tell him, my side. Mm-hmm. But like the stuff that you're saying is kind of crazy, because for you to say that I sat in the car and said that you was not my match, I would never say that. That has not came out my mouth ever. As I watched the show, I was not your match. When I watched the show, I was not your match. You literally was on that show asking the same questions to every lady. And the only question you were asking the lady was about travel. It was nothing about them genuinely, like as a person. It was nothing about them bringing anything to the table.
None of that. See, she's trying to deflect. This is what you call deflecting. None of what you're talking about has anything to do with the topic at hand. The topic at hand is you bragging about being tricked on by this 53-year-old Nigerian man. The topic at hand is also the reason why he don't want to deal with you is because you're combative. You like to argue. You like to go back and forth. You like to tongue wrestle a lot. And men don't want to be in relationships with women like that. And look at her. She's you asked the women all this one question. We're not talking about any of that, shorty. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to deflect because you're exposed.
It was nothing about them internally. You were only asking about travel. So to me, like, you were on the show just to find someone to travel with. And honestly, when I watched it, I kind of looked and was like, this guy really wasn't even really that interested in me, because you didn't really ask me any questions. The only person that was really asking me questions was Rob. Like, nobody. You honestly did not show interest in me. Like, you did not. And I know I didn't tell you was not my match, because I honestly wanted to match with you because you were older. I like that you were calm. Like I want a man that's calm. I don't want a man that's rowdy because I'm already like energetic. Like I chose you because of those characteristics that I seen. You were calm, you were older. You cared yourself more, better. I liked how you were dressed. Like, so you can't say that I chose you. I didn't, like, you were not my initial match, because if that was the case, I would pop my balloon, honestly. At the end of the day, like,
they got to do it.
That's just it. But honestly, to me, watching the show with my friends and family, it just seemed like you just wanted a match, and it didn't really feel like you wanted something genuine, because your questions were not in a genuine place. It was just like, oh, where have you been? Where have you traveled?
Imagine a person telling you don't want something genuine when they was just using a old dude for his bread. Like, she's crazy out here.
That's it. Point blank, period.
You try to mix it up.
Cliff, anything you want to add to
I mean, that was one question I asked, because that's clearly what everybody came out and mostly everybody say. So traveling was one.
He ain't stern. You not stern. He supposed to be like, nah, I'm not worried about nothing you talking about. I'm focused on this. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm focused on this. And he's supposed to stick to what you was focused on originally, Cliff.
Big thing about me. But when we were in the car, she clearly did say that Rob, who was the last person that was down with me, that she would have chose Rob, but she wanted to do something different. Rob was more of her preference, but she only chose me because she wanted to do something different. So she wanted to step out of her
out of my comfort zone.
So that clearly means.
But I didn't say that you were not my match. I said Rob is someone I would have normally went for, but I chose you. I chose you for a reason. So you can't just say that, because just like you were bragging about the other girl, like y'all had a lot of common interests. I'm not doing you that way, but now you're making it seem like I did not want to choose you. I chose you for a reason. If I wanted to choose Rob, I would have, but I didn't. I wanted to step out my comfort zone because I liked your demeanor. Like I said, you were calm, you were cool, collected. Like, I'm just confused on where all this coming from.
So you felt like when she said Rob is what she usually goes for,
it wasn't just, I mean, not even just that. It was just everything though that, just led up to, just where we at like now. So I just didn't want to continue to like deal with like everything that was going on. So
okay, so there was no closure. Like, hey, I don't think this is
exactly. He didn't give me closure. Like, that's immature. Like, that's all you could have said was like, bro, I heard this about you. Is it true? I would have told you. And then you could have made your, you could have said, okay, well, I don't want to continue this. And I would have been like, okay, I understand. You didn't even give me that. I would have gave you that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Ro, did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from him?
No, because I felt like there was no need for me to reach out. But
you see what I'm saying? Like, do you see, like, man, these motherfuckers crazy. You could at least gave me closure. You could at least did this, did that, did all this, did this, but he didn't do anything. It was like immature. He just didn't say nothing. Well, did you say anything? No, I didn't say nothing because, like, shut up, shorty. This business. I didn't say nothing because, like, no. Why didn't you reach? If this was so much of a big deal, this how you know it's not a big deal to shorty, right? Because she was still fucking with that Nigeria dude. She's probably had other niggas on the side. So this how you know it wasn't a big deal, because you didn't reach back out to homeboy. You didn't be like, hey, what's up? I mean, are we good? You ain't say none of that.
Because if he really was interested in me, and if he really wanted to know, like, whatever he heard was true, then he would have reached out to me. I didn't reach out. After he said, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear back, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Shorty's cat.
Okay. Oh my God, that's a lot for only knowing each other. What was that? All in like a week?
That's what I'm saying. That's just too much. It's just too much to deal with. Like,
don't try to make it seem like it's
too much to deal with within a week, and I'm just really not trying to do all that. Like,
don't make it seem like it's just me.
I'm just saying.
You have blame in it too.
It's crazy because like even the messages and stuff I show my guys, it's like, wow, like you're going through like dealing with all that, and y'all barely even know
messages that she sent you.
Yeah, it was essays, paragraphs, like books.
Yes, because if I can't talk to you during the day, I'm gonna send you a message and tell you all this that we're talking about, because we're getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Y'all see why she's single? Y'all see why she got to resort to dating men in Nigeria who don't know no better? Y'all see why she don't date African Americans, or she don't date men in the States? No Nobody willing to put up with that. Anybody willing to put up with that?
All this you showing your boys and stuff. See, that's childish. I don't.
It's
do
not
stuff
childish.
Like
it's not.
It is childish. Why would you show your boys my messages? That's for you.
It's some like
that's
just to
childish.
show like
I have not showed any of my friends.
You are match, so I showed them like look what I'm going through.
It doesn't matter. I'm your match. I'm not their match.
But it's just like I said.
So I don't show my friends my messages of you.
It was a lot, and I just
you have a lot. You have a lot of growing up to do, but it's okay.
I really don't.
Like you do.
I really don't.
Because there's no way I'm gonna be showing my friends my guys' messages like, oh yeah, she did this. Like,
no, I was just showing them like, look what I'm going through.
No, you don't do that. You don't do that.
That's crazy. I didn't say I showed them the whole message, but like
it don't matter. You don't do that.
Okay. All right,
well,
guys.
That's what you don't do.
And for one,
we're not gonna get anywhere, guys.
I know.
That's
and for one, you should have addressed me.
That's why I left it as it was. That's why
you should have addressed me about everything that you felt about me.
It wasn't a purpose. Like no, I wasn't about to do that. So
okay,
and that's fine.
Well, we can see. Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a lot.
You have a lot of maturing to do. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Thank you.
All right, so look, that's the end. Hold on.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, that's the end of that video, man. We ain't gonna go no further, but prime one-on-one how we broke this down, y'all. Excuse the lag. We get all that shit together. It's not on our end. It's something to do with something. Like I said, we be moving fine in the box, just the video. But I guess it is on our end. It's a connection and shit, whatever. But I just broke that down, man. She just spun the whole thing around to basically, he said he don't want a female who's argumentative. He wants a female of peace. He wants a female of this. She's been argumentative the whole entire time. Don't nobody want to deal with that. She exposed herself because she got exposed and couldn't handle that she got exposed, but so she exposed who she was. She is an argumentative, over talking. I'm always right, no matter if I'm wrong and you catch me red-handed, I'm still right. Female. And she thinks that her looks, whatever her body may look like, she thinks that all that can make up for that, bro. No, that's why I tell y'all. That's why I tell you when we be actually reacting to these Pop the Balloon videos, and I be saying what I be saying. I don't be saying that stuff just to guess. I know. I can look at them and tell, oh no, you don't want that one. Nope, you don't want that one. But if y'all remember my reaction to this, go back and watch that. Go back and watch my reaction to them. I guarantee you, if you go back and watch my reaction to them, I don't even know what episode it was. Because if I knew what episode it was, I would go back and watch it. I don't even know. You know, so yeah, go back and watch that, man. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, that's why I said at the beginning of the video, because we don't forget, don't be falling for the girl with the pretty face and this. No, don't fall for them. They be the most brokest, ratchiest, raunchiest, unhinged individuals, man. Anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, go to YPDWallz Production Reacts, man. Subscribe to that channel also. We drop reaction videos on that channel as well. We're trying to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers, man. And you can also donate to the Cash App. Cash App below, $YPDWallz. What is he, man? We out.